Hey, I am Jonesy, and this is Limbo Gym. I'm going on an adventure through RuneScape's collection log, starting from the most common items. I will be working my way down to the rarest. The order is based on the RuneScape's wiki collection log table. The ultimate goal is simple: reach the 1%. How low can I go? Let's find out. This is the 1% Ironman. It is a brand new day, and it is time to become a farmer. Not part of the farmers yet, but I'll make my own way through this. I'm just trying to get my bearings together, trying to figure out a route I can take just to get all the allotments in one kind of sweep every time. It takes about 20 minutes per allotment, so I'm just trying to figure out the route right now. In the last episode, I mentioned the rule shop, drop, skill, quest, and asked your thoughts. This account is a completely new way of playing, so there are always going to be rules that evolve over time and rules that change. I've decided to keep this rule but simplify it slightly. Shop and drop are now combined, meaning I can do whatever is fastest when hunting an item, as long as I don't get any other collection log slots. If that's not possible, then I move on to skilling and then finally questing. As an example, the Hespori Seed, the collection log itself and all the items related to the Hespori boss, I can buy basic seeds and also kill for better ones. There's also the plank sack from Mahogany Homes. If I ran out of money, I'll be able to kill monsters to get the planks. There are also mini quests shown on screen which do not have any requirements for clues, quests or collection log items, so I'm free to do these at any point as long as I have the skill requirements to do them. For other mini quests in the future, I can do them once I have unlocked them through just my natural account journey. Overall, put simply, it just prevents me from running out of money when I'm locked to shops. I can kill for supplies as long as there's no item risks. I made this change because the restrictions are actually part of the charm of the account, and in a weird way they give me more freedom to be creative with how I approach the collection log. For anyone thinking quests should be allowed as they make things easier, well, trust me, this won't be an issue for long. Clue scroll items, which will be coming up eventually, they have so many steps which require quest completions across all the difficulties, and those quests will unlock skills, areas, training methods and so on. Now onto the goals. We know the long-term goal is to reach the 1%, and the fire cape is the short-term goal. But what about what's in between them? Well, the collection log is actually split into rarity tiers, from blue at 100% down to red, which is under 0.1%. Right now, the aim is to complete the blue tier and reach 50%, which will unlock 4 of my skills: herb lore, farming, fishing, and cooking. The next milestone is at 25%, completing the green tier. At that point, all skills are unlocked and I can train them as needed using the resources I've earned already. This is how I want to play my account. It keeps the early game restricted and interesting, but it also allows for real progression later on, which is exactly the balance I'm aiming for. So when I started farming, I planted these marigolds to protect the potatoes at 100%, but now that I can grow cabbages, I can actually grow rosemaries now, and that will 100% protect the cabbages. And cabbages are pretty much the best allotment seeds I can get right now, and it's just consistent because it's available in the shop. Anything better I would have to kill for, and it's just not sustainable. Here's a random tip for farming. I'm sure most of you know this, but if you don't, when you harvest anything like herbs or allotments, if you spam click it for like a couple clicks, you will harvest like a couple ticks faster. It just speeds up farming so much, so definitely recommend doing this. I can finally start using my compost bins now, which is really nice. Don't have to waste any money on getting compost, so this is kind of self-sufficient now finally. One of the tricks you can also use to get the compost stuff faster is actually use the buckets manually. Pick up I think a tick faster. So fun fact about Falador's farming patch: when you try to exchange the cabbage to be noted, the leprechaun complains that there's too much cabbage around. Because, yeah, I guess there is a lot of cabbage. I don't blame him, to be honest. And here we are harvesting our first jute patch, 1 in 179. I need to go back to Sidious, sit down, and try and figure this out. This could take a while. Right, so my grind here is meant to take 5 souls. At a stretch, I got enough seeds for 7 for the collection log. That's going to take about 10 souls, which I figure I could probably get down to 8 if I'm efficient. So I gotta figure out how to harvest every 20 minutes on an account that doesn't even have all the seeds unlocked. Luckily, I'm a farmer.
No way. In the end, only one will rise above the rest.
The problem is the compost. I have to harvest so many patches, and every cubic patch requires 1 bucket of compost to grow, so I need a lot more compost. The good thing is that I know the recipe. You have to take the cabbage, you take the weed, and you compost it. Now, I have hundreds of unused cabbages in the bank, so if I just run cabbages to the nearest bin, it will separate to compost. I fill up the buckets and just lay it over an area and wait. Luckily for me, in the history of Gielinor, no one has ever been unlucky when going for the Hespori Seed. So while these cabbages are growing, I thought it's probably a good time to kind of do some achievement diary tasks and kind of also just explain how it works. So as there are no collection log slots that come from achievement diaries, I can do these passively whenever I want, as long as I have the requirement to do so, just through naturally playing the account. And so since now that I have some free time, I'm going to be completing some tasks that pretty much have no requirements. So any easy ones that I can do from each region, I'm just going to do them and just get them done out the way, and then naturally I'll finish one, and then I can just use the XP lamp for any skill that I'm training, and if there is no skill, I'll just put it into herb lore. I didn't just deposit all my items before going into the wilderness. I'm not scared. You are. And we are going into the fire cave. I think we're ready now. We got enough prayer. We got decent attack level. I think we can do it. Let's try. Yep. Nice. We've done it. We've done it. We got the achievement. Let's get out of here. So I went around the whole map and just completed some of the easy achievement diary tasks. I'm just going to leave this for now and have a look at what I can kill to get better seeds so I can get a better chance of getting Hespori Seeds. So now that I've done a couple of farm runs, to say the least, I'm at 27 farming now. I'm going to have a look at killing some tortoises with riders in the gnomes battlefield over here. They drop a variety of seeds that are actually going to be quite good for getting the Hespori Seed. They're quite rare, but they drop a variety of seeds, so anything really helps, to be honest, because there's not much options for things that drop seeds. Most do have something else, like a different collection log attached, or they're really like high health and so on. I'll take too much damage, so this is probably the most realistic option right now, and then in the future we can look into something else. Yeah, I'm not sure about this. When the turtle dies, it drops these minions, which kind of slows it down, but I guess it's not too bad. Maybe I'm just whinging for no reason. Just a bit annoying, because these don't really drop anything apart from bones. So I just did a stopwatch timer of trying to kill these tortoises and killing all the minions, just to see how long it takes. And it takes about 1 minute and 20 seconds. You can see here, so it's a bit long for the drop rate as well. There is one more place I want to check out. Before I do that, I'm just going to do a full farm run and then go over to it. So I've made my way down to the 4th dungeon, which is just outside Hesidious. I was killing crabs over here, so now I'm all the way over here. And down here, there's temple spiders, which do drop seeds. I want to check it out. I don't know if they poison. Let's find out. No, they don't poison. That's good. And let's see how much damage I take and stuff, but these should be fast to kill, and they still drop some of the seeds that we need. There's about a 6% chance out of 100. Well, yeah, 6% chance that we get a seed drop. So let's see how this goes.
I was also going to mention the drops they have, and yeah, they drop a bit of coins, which is really nice. 547 from 1 kill, that's really nice. They also drop a rune med helm, which would be an upgrade. Bunch of runes and some super anti-poisons, which might come in handy in the future. So yeah, they're not bad drops actually. And they don't seem to be taking that long to kill, so I think this is definitely better than tortoises, for sure. And we just got an adamant med helm, which is actually also an upgrade. That's very nice. Bit of extra defense. For those of you wondering why I haven't done X marks the spot, which gives you clue boxes instead of just clue scrolls, that's because it actually is required for Client of Karen, which is a different quest. If there wasn't any requirement, then I probably would do it, just because it's convenient. But like, since it's required for another quest, then I don't think it kind of breaks the rules. So I need to wait until Client Karen is needed. And Client Karen is needed for a bunch of other quests like Dragon Slayer 2, all the Zaya quests. So eventually, when I have to do that, then I'll do X marks the spot. These spiders actually do have a chance of dropping the grab a key, which opens the grab a chest just further down the dungeon. Unfortunately, I can't open this chest because it drops 2 collection log items, the orange X-Sack and the blue X-Sack. So unfortunately, the keys won't do much. Alright, I'm going to do one more trip, and then I'm going to do a farm run, and then I'm going to get the air staff, and we're going to start some maging these temple spiders. They have some really nice drops, and I think it's going to be worth it. And let's get our air staff. I'm actually going to get a fire staff as well, because the spiders are actually weak to fire. Have a 40% weakness, so I'm going to get that too. I think that's going to be really good. And we are level 30. All I've pretty much done is just harvest cabbages and Yanilian hops. That's all I've done. And here we go, our first magic attack on the account. And that's level 13. That's pretty big level because now we can cast Fire Strike. Let's get those runes. And they should be a lot better against these spiders. So I kind of found a safe spot for these temple spiders while I'm maging. It's pretty much the reason why I'm maging. It's because you can step back here and they kind of just freeze themselves into a corner like that. And yeah, it's just free DPS from there on. It's quite nice. I don't have to use any food apart from when I aggro it. And wow, I am hitting it way better than I was with the air strike. So yeah, this is really good. Ooh, a rune helm. That is our new best helm. Very nice. Looking like a true free-to-play player. Oh, hell yeah. Harvesting my first limpet seed? Nope. And we just reached 40 magic and got a rude med helm. I'm really hoping we get to high level alchemy soonish. It probably won't happen before we get Hespori Seed. But as soon as we get this, it pretty much unlocks money for the rest of the account. Because I've got so many alchs to do right now, including this rune med helm. So as soon as we get this, it'll be so good for the account. So I can also do low level alchemy, which I do have the level for and the runes. Like for this adamant longsword, I'd get about 1,280 coins, which is not too bad. And because I have a couple of these, it might be actually worth doing. Not the rune though, I'll probably leave the rune till I get a high level alchemy, but for these low drops, I could do it if I really need money. So honestly, I probably will be doing this, especially with like these adamant two-handed swords and rune daggers. I'm not going to do the adamant maces or the med helms because they don't give much. I will do these 4 items and get a bit of a cash stack, honestly, because I've had enough of having such low money and having to balance it. And that's 45k cash. I can't remember the last time I used low level alchemy. It's not really something you use, but now I guess we can use it to buy runes and seeds, so that's good. 45 magic, which means I've pretty much unlocked all the main teleports. There are some that are locked behind quests, like the Karen's teleport and the Ardone teleport. But the real nice one is the Camelot one, which is really convenient because I'm having to run quite far from Ardone to Cathaby for the patches. So
That's really convenient to have that now. Ooh, this tattered temple page actually completes a mini quest called In Search of Knowledge. This is where you have to complete 3 books, which is done by getting pages, 12 pages to be exact, from drops from pretty much all monsters inside the Fortress dungeon. And when you complete these books and hand them in, you actually get an XP lamp of 10,000 experience above level 40, I believe. Yeah, so I just checked the bank. We have all 12 pages now. So that's just going to complete the full quest. And it means I can get 10,000 experience. But I'm not going to use it yet. I'm going to use it in prayer when I get to level 40. So for now, I'm just going to leave it because I don't want to have the XP lamp in my bank or like in my inventory. So I'm just going to leave it for now. And in the future, we can complete it when we need it. Come on, give me the harvest. Nope. "44 farming." We are, for those who don't know, we are 1 level away from being able to access the first level of the farming guild. I think it's here, yes, the low tier. This is taking a lot longer than I thought it would, but at least the good news is that when we reach the 45 level, we'll be able to access the low tier, which will also give us the ability to get contracts, and contracts give us the chance to get a wide variety of seeds as long as we can complete them. Well, we have done it. We have reached 45 farming. We have access to the farming guild for the first time. This is an interesting point of the account. I'm gonna finish up this farming run and I'm gonna go check it out. See what first contract we can get. One of the most annoying things now is that although I've unlocked the farming guild, which is all the way over here, there's no transport here. I can't use the minecart system because that's stuck behind a quest. I can't use fairy rings, I can't use any skills necklaces, so I have to go all the way across everything. It's like a whole trek. And I can't even use the Karen teleport, I just realized, because I need to do the climb of the Karen. This is going to be quite a trek every time to the farming guild. And we have made it inside the guild. You know, there's quite a run. I've looked at the contracts and there's 14 contracts that we can get and only 6 of them we can currently do with our seeds right now. So less than 50% chance that we're going to get a contract that we can actually do. Onions. We can do onions. Yes. That's really lucky. Wow. Okay. We can do onions. We can do onions. We can do that. Sorry, I'm panicking. I don't know why I'm panicking. I'm like excited. Let's get 10 seeds of those and let's get them planted. Nice. We're going to be able to get our first seed pack after this is grown. Alright, so our onions have grown. Let's harvest them. I realized that I should have probably planted cabbages on this side because I only need to plant one side of onions to complete the contract. But I'll do that next time. So I'll plant probably cabbages here unless there's a contract, whatever our contract is next. Yeah, contracts. Yes, I've completed it. Here we go. We got our first seed pack. So what I'm looking for is many fruit tree seeds and tree seeds from these packs. They have the highest chances of getting a Hespori Seed, so that's definitely what I want. Anything else is just a bonus. Alright, let's see what we get here. Okay, that's not too bad. We got some watermelon seeds. And then we got some willow seeds, which is really good. That's what we wanted. And some herb seeds. Overall, not too bad. I'm happy we got the willow tree seeds. That's definitely good. Definitely going to give us the best chances so far to get the Hespori Seed. So overall, pretty happy. Let's get our next contract. There is a chance that we can't complete it, but with these seeds, it does give us a better chance. Let's see what we get. Potatoes. Okay, that's good. That's what we can do. We can do that. That's really easy, and that's very lucky to get that. Very lucky. All right, give us what we need. Give us the best seed pack, Jane. The best one. What have you got? Let's open this up. Rarity seeds. Okay, that's a decent chance. Not amazing. Not amazing. Hyrolander. It's kind of the same story. Nothing too amazing. Apple tree seeds. That is what we need. That is a 1 in 18 chance. So again, one of the best chances we can get. I'm glad we pulled that. That gives us good odds. Let's see what else we can pull. Some Unilian seeds and Marantil. That's alright. That's not too bad. So yeah, let's get this planted. Because it takes quite a while to grow. I think it's like 18 hours. We'll get our next contract from Jane. Let's see if we can do it. Let's find out. Sweet corn. I don't know if we have sweet corn. That's not. I don't think this is something we have. I'm gonna check the bank. Yeah, we don't really have any sweet corn, unfortunately. But yeah, this kind of just locks us out for getting packs. But at least we got some apple tree seeds to start kind of have better rolls for the seeds, and we can plant some herbs as well. It is a brand new day, and it's time to harvest what we grew. This is the apple tree seed. This is a 1 in 18 chance. Are we gonna get it? Let's find out. Nope. Oh, we don't get it. We get a bunch of XP though. And this is the Marantil. First time harvesting. 1 in 196. No luck. Another one. Oh. Our second apple tree seed has died. Ah. Damn it. I was not able to look after it enough. I must have skipped like a cycle or something. Our first willow tree seed is, I think it's a 1 in 32. Let's see if we get it. Ah, nope. And our second chance of the willow tree. On. Oh. 46 farming though. Doesn't give us anything, unfortunately. Oh, level 400. That's just crazy. Any luck? Oh. Ah, that's all our willow tree seeds used up. Yeah. Not working out yet. Not working out. Wait, was that the 47 farming? Which means I think we can grow watermelon seeds. That's interesting because these actually gives us the access to super compost, which gives us better protection from disease. So I'll probably use them on like fruit tree seeds and future tree seeds from the packs that I might get. Let's see if we can get it. Come on. Ah. It's just not happening. It's not happening. And this is our 4th apple tree. Can we get it? Come on. Ah. So we got our first younger berry. It is a 1 in 56 chance. Is this gonna be the one? Nope. Here is our second chance at getting this. Right here, right now? No. 1 in 56. Ah. We are 50 farming. I believe we can grow Aventos now, so I think I've got some in my bank, so I'm gonna get those out and get those planted. Whoa, 55 magic. I've unlocked higher level alchemy. I didn't think it would take all the way to 55 to take this to get this Hespori Seed, but here we are. That's really nice because that means I can high arc all the rune, the adamant at the max value. So I don't think I'm really short on coins anymore, which is really nice. Right, so you might be thinking, what am I doing here in the chasing area all of a sudden? Well, I'm going to be killing these lynx tamers that are kind of surrounding this area. They have a sweet corn drop of 1 in 155. And I want to do this because I've had enough of farming Yanilian seeds and cabbages every day. I want to get this contract completed and get the seed packs and just have a better chance of getting the Hespori Seed. Yes, sweet corn achieved. Such a small, insignificant drop. But, like, it's still going to be really good to complete that contract now. Let's see what we get next. Let's get our seed pack. Nasturtiums. Is that how you say it? I don't even know. I don't even know if I have that. But let's go to the bank. Let's see what we get. Pineapple seeds is really good. That's 1 in 18 chance. That's really nice. What else did we get? I don't know what just got. I think we just got some cabbage seeds. Mushroom spores. Can't do those because those are in cannabis. Apple tree seeds. Nice. That's another good one. That's another 1 in 18. Tomato seeds. Not that good. And orange tree. Okay. Surely after getting all of these, that's a good chance. That's 13 out of 18. Like, I don't know the maths, but that's a good chance. Each patch has to be treated. Each run needs to be absolutely perfect. So I just logged in for the day. I did check for health for a pineapple tree seed, and I didn't get it. So now this is the second tree. There's 1 in 18. Can we get it? Nope. We're still looking. Miss one patch and I miss a whole cycle. Come on, third try. Please just give me the seed. The grind was only meant to take a couple of days at best. Maybe a week if I was unlucky. I planned for backups, extra seeds, extra patches. Another day, another fruit tree. Is today the day? Is it not today today? Day today is not today. Come on, I want to move on. No. Oh, I got it. Oh, shit. I mean, oh my god, yes. Oh, I actually got it. Oh. I mean, it only took 20 days. I know it's not that long, but doing farming for 20 days straight and like almost nothing else is just, it's not something I usually do, so I'm glad to move on. So now that we're done, let's bank everything and I'll show you my collection since I've started this Hespori Seed grind. So let's have a look at the cabbages. So cabbages, we have 3,817. Now that's the things I've harvested and banked. Keep in mind there's also some that I've dropped and a lot that I use for compost. So if I was to put a number on it, I'd probably say closest to 5,000. Just the amount of compost I've had to make to keep supplying and, you know, keep up the protection for the Yanilian seeds and everything else. Yanilian seeds, I did hops. I did 1,000. This is pretty accurate. What else did I get? I got some watermelon. I used that for compost. Obviously, different types of seeds. Some of these I couldn't plant because I needed 3 of them, or I needed an area like the mushroom spawns and these cannabis, so I couldn't do that. I got some limpwood root seeds. So in terms of what I got loot-wise, I killed some head guards, which I didn't really show in this video because I just going for the Nestorium seed and it didn't really drop it, and it doesn't really drop anything interesting, so I didn't really show it. Then I did the seed packs, which I've already shown. The Lynx Tamers I killed 240 of, and the Temple Spiders I killed 652, most of them maging. So I got 6 grubby keys, a bunch of anti-poison, a lot of alks, which is really good. And for skills, I got 53 farming in the end and 56 magic, which just unlocked high level alchemy, as I mentioned earlier. Yeah, this is going to be used for the rest of the account to make money. It's such a powerful spell. So after 20 days, the Hespori Seed is complete. Now, let's go back to the Warriors Guild and get that Dragon Defender. I am back at the Warriors Guild and we are ready to get the next item, which is the Dragon Defender. Put the Hespori in the list. So this drop is 1 in 100 instead of 1 in 50. So it will take slightly longer, especially if we get unlucky, but I think it won't take... Oh, I forgot the tokens. These Cyclopses have like twice the amount of health. I think the ones upstairs have 75 health and these have 150. I think these have some extra stats as well, so they are taking longer to kill. So, but I mean, I only had to roll the 1 in 100 once. I believe the main upgrade that I can get here, apart from also the Dragon Defender, is the Rune Full Helm, which is also 1 in 100. So if I get that, I'll be pretty happy. I wanted to do some quick, poor, rough maths on roughly how many cabbage patches I harvested during my Hespori grind. So with compost from level 7 farming, which is the level I started, the average yield is 7.11 cabbages, and to level 53, which is the level I am now, it's 9.39. When I harvested without compost, I started with 5.3 cabbages per allotment, and it went up to 7 at level 53. And the reason I'm also taking into account cabbage patches without compost is because I realized only a couple days in that the number of cabbages I get doesn't matter, since the Hespori Seed is only rolled when a patch actually depletes. So it's actually faster for me not to compost patches. Therefore, as I spent most of my time without compost, I'm going to say it's about 7 cabbages per allotment patch. So taking the 3,817 cabbages in my bank right now and dividing it by 7 means I did about 545 allotment patches alone. And that's just the minimum number, which is not bad for 20 days worth of farming. Ooh, 40 prayer. That's unlocks protect from missiles. That's gonna be used in the future for pretty much all PVM, including the fight caves. You know what I'm gonna say? We just reached 100 kills. Nothing yet. There we go. The second best melee offhand now available to us. Yeah, 1+ strength. I can't even use it. Wow. I didn't realize I could use it. I need 60 defense. What am I doing? Wow. Okay. Well, that means I just need to trade it in the future. It's fine. So yeah, only the Vernic Defender is better than this, and we won't be getting that until very, very, very late into the account. Another item collected, another collection log item marked off. So now, let's not only reveal the next item, but the 4 items after it also. I do like to spoil you guys sometimes. The next 5 items is the full graceful outfit from the legs to the cape, which means I can train my agility until I get all of these items. Thank you for all those who grinded the graceful outfit on your accounts, because it means I can do it also really early on. So here I am on the rooftops of Draenor Village, where is actually where I got my first collection log back in episode 1, and I got the Marks of Grace. Now it is time to get 259 more to complete the full graceful outfit, but I will end it here for now. If you made it this far, consider subscribing and check out my previous episodes. There is a playlist linked below. This is Limbo Jim, logging off.